Afternoon all. Yeah, just to introduce myself. I'm Stephen Player. I work for a local farm in Cooper called R&R Machinery, part of the Hamilton Ross Group. Basically, we cover all sorts of stuff from agricultural, ground care, construction, garden power, forestry, animal health. So that's the whole group right through, but mostly on my side it's agricultural stuff. So that's more down to the land-based engineering side of things. So yeah, and I've worked for the company now for roughly 14 years, I think, going through it all. So yeah, so I've seen all the aspects of the company. So go to the next sort of slide that we're on. Yeah, obviously the company we work for, it's their 90th year next year, so 90 years of the company. We've got over 140 plus employees. We've got 70 vehicles on the road, and we're covering from all the Isles to central belt of Scotland to the Highlands. So we're covering basically nearly the whole of Scotland with branches from Perth, Cooper, Bishopton, Lanark, Turbolton, Campbelltown. So we're well covered in that area. Next slide. This obviously I've told you about our divisions already. So agriculture is our main part that I work for. Ground care, that's out of our Bishopton area mostly. Construction is all right through the group. Garden power again is all the group. Forestry is more down the Bishopton area, and animal health is Bishopton and Turbolton depots. Slide. Basically, this is my journey so far, from when I left school to where I am now. So how it all started off, I probably had an interest in farming through my grandparents had a small farm back in the day, so that probably pushed me down the agricultural route of some sort. And then I decided I like working with spanners, so I went and done a NC at Elmwood College, land-based engineering, 1 year course at Elmwood, and then out of that I did work experience with Fife Tractors, another dealer, and I got an apprenticeship, and I done my apprenticeship for 4 years. And once my time was out, I went be an engineer for 2 years, and I wanted to get a wee change in life, so I decided to go on the sales route, but still working with farm machinery. And I've been in sales obviously for now 14 years, and basically progressed through the ranks in the company, and now I'm basically in charge of the Fendt brand for the Hamilton Ross Group. So it shows you what progress you can make from where you start off to. It's not you're not just going to be. There's options of going different ways, if you know what I mean, from the start. So it's not all. You're not going to be. If you want to further yourself, there's the ways of doing it as well. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, and it's no day's the same. So that's the way I look at it. No day's the same. And on to the next one, please. This is Danny, our latest employee. Danny started with us in the company in 2017 as a workshop assistant. So Danny's basically first year would be washing tractors, helping the boys, but to see if he enjoyed it and he fitted into the team. And obviously Danny fitted in very well. He's moved in. We got him an apprenticeship the next year, and Danny went to do land-based engineering at Oakridge. And Danny, before his time was even out, we gave him a van for basically for his good work. So he got a van, service van, his own service van, and then he was fully qualified in 2001 as an engineer. He's been up for Apprentice of the Year or land-based land driving Apprentice Year Award in 2021, and he's up to the final again in 2022. And I think if you speak to Danny, he's a wee bit like myself. He says there's no days the same. Some days he's on a laptop sitting in a cab, or the other days he's underneath a tractor all dirty. So there's never. And then other days he's out in the van, out on farms, traveling the countryside of Scotland, doing repairs. So he likes the variety of jobs that you can do, where you could be working on £500,000 machinery, or the next day you're working on £5,000 worth of machinery. It varies. So yeah, and Danny's always got a smile on his face, so that shows how much he enjoys the work. So next week, and obviously in the company there's other departments and career opportunities. Where I'm now, there's sales and demonstrators. So we've got basically boys that go out and show people how to work tractors if we're doing demonstrations, or if new tractors are going out, we've got boys that show them how their work and to get the best out of the machines at the end of the day. Obviously, moving on to the next part is product specialist or parts service. So basically that's our parts side of the business, where they're front of house, they're speaking to the customers that are coming to the counter for either, it could be anything from a fuse to parts for their tractor to fix themselves, or anything, any inquiries. So yeah, and then on to the other side of things, we've got an account and admin team, marketing team. So we've got all different aspects in the company that people could work on. So it's not just all about land-based engineering. Obviously there's other opportunities there as well within the company.